It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Saints and the Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see... The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 7th-year pro and a literal rocket scientist. Here's Joshua Dobbs.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticism. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show...
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. And leading them out, a man who has led his team to the conference championship game the last 2 seasons, winning it 2 years ago. Here's Joe Burrow.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run once more with McCannon. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 20-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Up the middle they go. McLaughlin. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, a new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Gano's kick is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive that'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
Yeah, they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Not the way they wanted to begin things yet. The interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 54 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They need 12 here. It's third down. Back to throw Dobbs. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Dobbs. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
What's the deal, y'all?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He finds Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A first carry for Rashad White. Gets past 1 man. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Jackson now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also is a much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Julio Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. From the gun, they will run McKinnon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Lamb in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now they go play action now. Burrow caught by Woods. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd down, McKinnon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got it. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Out right. He finds Tolbert. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A give left side here for Herbert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 38. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the ball.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. On first and 10, Dobbs. It's complete to Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 1. To throw is Dobbs. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Herbert powering up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run with Herbert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out.
3rd down and 10. Now Dobbs. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first down, it's McLaughlin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A dump down to McKinnon. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Throwing here, Dobbs. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Short throw to Disley. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On the return, Jackson. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
First down, here's Burrow. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. A dump down to McKinnon.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This now a 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. Now, I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field. Right.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. David Njoku, 28 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he will slide into a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A final shot before break. Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Here again is McKinnon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's McLaughlin. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Back to throw Dobbs. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. We'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Dobbs. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
So here are the Saints to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Well, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Here's McKinnon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Burrow looking to pass. Caught by Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll find Jones again, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. They run it with McKinnon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Well, they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nico Collins from 4 yards out. And the Saints will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bears now ready to take over again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Herbert to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Dobbs is throwing. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Dobbs. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. McLaughlin. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Julio Jones. 67 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track sneakers? Because he was gone. Big time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
On the return, here's Dallas Flowers. And he returns this to the 22. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Dobbs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll run on 1st down. It's McLaughlin. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A 22-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing here, Dobbs. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Dobbs. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Dobbs. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Here's Dobbs to throw. This is White on the screen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On first down, it's McLaughlin, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. McLaughlin, after getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.